everyone, I'm Jess. Welcome to Koopa TV. Today I'm hanging out with the awesome Ann Chang, and we're going to talk about the best way to remove all of your gels from your nails with this really cool gel removal tool. Hi Ann.
Hi Jess. Hi everyone.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
So gels are becoming so popular right now. I feel like that's all I've been doing on my clients. I haven't done anything but gels for the past like 4.5 years. I know you do gels with your acrylics. A lot of people are concerned about the removal process. So I really like this tool. I'm excited to use it.
Yes, this is ManiPro Implement Pusher plus Gel Remover. It's designed for professionals. It helps quickly and gently remove gel polish after soaking. It's an ideal tool to push back cuticle as well. It comes with a pattern handle to ensure maximum grip and control.
It also, I really like how it's curved, because you know sometimes you get pushers that are like flattened and it's like you can't get into every little cuticle and it's super frustrating. So yeah, can you show me how to use it?
Sure.
This gel polish is so old, so I'm so ready for it to come off.
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to tell you we need this tool, and I'm going to use, you could use a file to buff off the seal, like the top coat off. But today I'm going to show you how you can take kind of like a fine sanding band to take that seal off first. I think that's a little bit quicker.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to start with about, I would say 7 or 10,000 RPM, and with a light pressure. You don't want to put too much pressure on the nail because you are wearing gel polish on top of your natural nail. So you don't want to go too hard on it. You basically just want to break the seal of the top coat. So you can tell with a light pressure, I'm taking the shines off.
And it's nice because you're doing this so gently that it's like I'm not even worried about my natural nail, because the sanding bands are so soft.
So
and
soft, yeah.
if you do touch my cuticle, it's not even gonna do anything.
It's not gonna hurt you at all. And I like this using a sanding band. I feel like it's a lot quicker and it's not as aggressive as well. So,
yeah, because sometimes you get like a hand file and you're just like going, and it's just...
Because sometimes I feel like with a hand file, if you're not careful, you might hurt the cuticle area. So with this, you have more control where you're going, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So then, now I guess most people, commonly we'll wrap it with like a soaked cotton with acetone and seal it with foil. So I'm gonna soak it for about 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
So you've been soaking about 10 minutes. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, you know how on a table, I usually have soft landings towel on my table. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that and just wipe gently. And then I'm gonna take the pusher and gently just push away the gel polish.
It's coming off so easily.
Right? Yeah. So you don't want to push too hard because you don't want to take that top layer of your nail off. Just gently push them away. You can see it's...
Well, I like it because you can feel how sharp it is, but like it's because you don't have to be so abrasive with it, you know?
With it, right? Yes.
Because with regular cuticle pushers, because like we were saying, if they are flat, like if you use them, you know, you have to be like, use so much of your strength, you know, and this one's like, you're barely pushing at all.
Yeah. Very light touch. And again, I'm gonna push your cuticle as well, because we're gonna prep, usually while we're doing this, you wanna prep the nail a little bit too, so that way kind of get the two-step going, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So see, it's pretty much
perfect.
Completely off. So what I'm gonna do next after this is I'm gonna take the same thing with the sanding band, and I'm gonna go through prepping the nail, start off the surface.
Kind of try to clean it up a little bit and
sand it out. And again, you don't want to do it too hard. I'm just gonna, I just turn it on about, I would say 7,000 RPM, and I'm just gonna lightly go on top of the nail with gentle pressure, very light, and I'm gonna go around the cuticle area. Very light, right?
Yeah, and it's, I think that because it's so soft anyway, that any cuticle that's left on there would just come like right off.
So now you just want to take off the shines and just clean up the surface, but then you don't, at the same time, you don't want to be too abrasive. So you don't want to take that layer of your nails off. Okay.
So that works great for regular nails, but you and I both have enhancements on our nails. What if I wanted to take these off? What do I do?
Of course, we're gonna use carpet bits.
Okay.
So what we have here is the K-Star 3-in-1 and K-Star 5-in-1.
I love both of those bits. They're so nice. Here's my question though, and I know a lot of people have this question. What's the difference between the silver and the gold?
Jess, good questions. Very simple. Nothing except, except color, of course. There is absolutely no technical performance difference between the two colors. It just gives us nail techs a color preference, I guess.
It's literally just aesthetics.
Exactly.
Which one's your favorite?
I don't know. Can't decide yet.
I know, I can't either. Just buy both of them because there's no difference between the two of them.
Absolutely.
They can mix and match. And it'll be cuter.
Well, to be honest with you, typically I have four or five set of these. So I have both colors. Because I'm so busy between each client, I don't have time to clean them right after.
On the barbicide and then do all of that.
Yeah, so exactly. So that's why I love them both.
That's smart. So buy a ton, buy silver, buy gold, because it doesn't matter. They do the exact same thing.
Exactly.
Just be like Ann, just buy like 5 sets of them. Right?
Yes.
So that's the 3-in-1, and that's the 5-in-1. What do they do?
Okay, so this is a K-Star 3-in-1 carbide bit. Feature 3 different techniques, all from one bit. A unique long taper barrel design allowing the technician to get in the tight around cuticle shaped and shortening the entire surface of the nail and clean underneath the nail without changing bits.
There is nothing worse, and I know this now having like a full set of nails, when there's like little bits of gel or acrylic underneath, because I'm a picker and I'm the type that it's like if there's a little tiny thing, I'm gonna pick it like crazy. So I assume all of my clients are the exact same way. So that looks small enough that you can just get in there.
And yeah, because the tip is tapered, so it allows you to kind of go underneath and clean the underneath. So it's, like I said, you don't have to change it. You know, sometimes you use regular barrel and then you have to change it to a
I need the little tiny one, and it's
exactly.
the skinny, because it's like with so many nail shape, it's like, I feel like back in the day, like 20 years ago, it was like everyone just wants those square pink and whites, and now people want the like coffin shape or the stiletto shape, and you can do that in those little tiny corners, and it's awesome.
And of course, this available in fine, medium coarse, extra coarse, and double extra coarse.
Oh, whoa.
And they come in your choice of gold or silver colors as well.
And the gold or silver, there's no difference between the gold or the silver. So, tell me about the silver or the gold one instead of the silver one.
So, this one is the K-Star 5-in-1 carbide bits are used in the same manners as the 3-in-1, but have 2 additional features. The first is that it can be used for backfill on pink and whites.
Oh, nice.
And finally, it will fit both standard 3 of 32 inch and as well as the 1/8 inch collet pan pieces.
You do a lot of, I feel like you do a lot of pink and whites, right? So it's so much better for you to just be like, okay, do you use that bit the most, do you think, out of everything?
I tend to use this and regular bits as well, because like I said, I have different sets, so I kind of have few in this and few in regular barrel. So yeah, I do both. To be honest with you, I don't like to get used on one bit. I try to change them between clients, because I have so many sets that I learn to use them all.
Which is smart. And that's why everyone should buy multiple sets of multiple bits, because right, you can't get too comfortable, right?
Yes. Same thing with the 3-in-1. This available in fine, medium coarse, extra coarse, and double extra coarse, and also come in a color of gold and silver.
Okay, Ann, since I have enhancements on my nails, can you show me how to take those off with the bits?
Sure. Okay, so to be honest with you, this is what I do every day in the salon, and this is my favorite bit. So I'm going to show you how to put a carbide bit in the handpiece that we have here. This is a KP55 handpiece that goes along with our new ManiPro Passport.
Our new purple Mani Pro passport, which I look biased because of my hair, but this is genuinely, I'm so excited about this color. It's bananas.
It's all color, right?
It's so pretty.
So pretty. So you see we have a red here and a white here. So this is lock and this is unlock. All you do is unlock it. So put the red back to the white and put the bit in. Make sure you want to give a little room, just so that way when it spins, it's not too tight.
Okay.
And then I'll lock it back.
Simple.
Simple, okay?
So simple.
Okay, so let me see. So the first thing, what I do is grab my handpiece, and I'm gonna turn it on, I would say, depend if it's new one, you don't wanna go too high because it's a little sharp when it's new. So I usually use between, I would say 12 to 15,000 RPM.
Which isn't crazy.
Yeah. So then before I start, I usually hand rest my pinky for support either here next to you, or I use the opposite hand and then use that as support, and I will go down like this because I find that this kind of slowly ease me into my client so I don't make her uncomfortable with I'm going back and forth like that.
Oh, it's the worst.
Right
it's
away.
So bad.
Right? So usually, I'm gonna shut it off. I'm gonna show you a little bit about this. Is that I'm gonna use the tip. I'm gonna use the tip of the barrel and do this. And when I go to the body of the nail, I'm use the body of the bit.
Okay.
And then when I go to the side, I use the end of the bit. So that way you kind of use the whole bit, not just the tip of the bit.
Right.
You want to use the whole bit, okay?
Because that'll dull it out so fast.
Yeah, so you make a use of it. So
my unicorn that matches the new Mani Pro.
yeah. So again, I'm just gonna gently. You don't want to go too. You don't want to put too much pressure. Because like I said, when your client just walk in, you don't want to scare her right away.
Especially if you've never done their nails before and you start to drill and it's like, it's so scary if someone just goes at your nails like
so
insane person.
Going up and down like this, I think for you as well, you feel more at ease.
It feels comfortable, yeah, and
ease.
it's still getting it off, but you're still being gentle and it's nice.
Yeah, so you see it with the light touch.
That's all
I
coming right
hardly
up.
put
And
any
there's
pressure.
Gel and paints and then top coat, and there's so much and it's all coming off so easily.
Without any pressure, I'm moving slowly and I'm keeping my bit moving too. I'm not I'm rotating it. I'm not keeping it in one place. So I'm rotating it and work on lightly. And look, it's almost off.
And you're getting so close to my cuticle too, and it's not scary or abrasive
No,
or...
not at all. See? Like that.
Ta-da!
It's quick, easy, right?
Yeah, I love it.
There you have it.
I love it. It looks so good, and it's like, it's still smooth. And sometimes you have those coarse bits, and you feel it, and you're like, okay, well now we need to buff it down, and it feels smooth. So, I mean, we could, in theory, I know I need more work than just a fill, but in theory, we could just do a fill, like on top of this, right? Because it's like already.
Yeah, well,
because you took so much off. I guess is what I'm saying.
Exactly, especially when and you have artificial enhancement. It's so quick and easy to take it off with a cut by bit. Takes a little time, little pressure, and you're not stressed because you worry that you go too close to the cure or anything. Like I said, you see, it's just less than what?
It's just coming right off.
10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, it was like 10 seconds.
Yeah, you can take that right off, right?
Perfect. Okay. So the 3-in-1's awesome. What are the 2 extra special features of the 5-in-1 is?
Okay, I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
Let me switch out this 3-in-1. I'm gonna put in the 5-in-1. You see the shank here? Is 32-inch and 1/8 of an inch collet for any hand, will fit any hand pieces. So I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna lock it. So this features the same thing with 3-in-1, which with the taper on the top. Okay, I can easily go tight around cuticle area because it's taper. And then I could do the surface work like so. And then another feature that I like too, that is because it's tape and taper and small, I can go easily and clean underneath the nail as well. You see that? So easy.
And even though it's like
So I don't have to change my bit, you know?
Yeah, because even if just now, like when it touched the tip of my finger, it was fine.
Yeah.
Like it didn't, you know.
Yeah, because
it's so skinny.
it's tapered that I can go underneath. So, but I'm gonna stop right here and want to point out this because it's flat right here. I can use it for backfill for pink and white.
Oh, nice.
To carve out a smile line, okay? Because you know how sometimes when you have a client, oh, you know, I do have a client that one time she will want to wear a couple of times to wear gel polish, and then she decided to go back to pink and white.
Yeah.
So what I do, I don't have to change another carve by bit. All I do is take off a gel polish. I'm gonna do it right here.
Because I think we've all been in that situation where you're running behind, you know, have every minute is precious, and then all of a sudden halfway through the manicure, the client goes, oh wait, you know what I was thinking? I kind of want to do this thing, because they're like looking at Instagram while you're doing their nails. And so it's so much easier. You don't even have to get up. You just go, all right, whatever you want, like we'll do it.
So I just used
so fast.
I just used the 5-in-1, took off the gel polish. So now if she wants the French, all I do is take the bit without changing it. I just go straight and trench out a smile line.
One of my favorite things that I've, you know, in the past couple videos I've made with you is I love watching you carve out a smile line because you make it look so easy and you do it in like 2 seconds.
So then, because it's tapered and it's flat, there you have it.
It's perfect.
Right? Smile line.
You're like a wizard, Ann Chang.
Thank you. There you go. See how quick
So quick, so good.
Yep.
So you've already taken the gel off, and I still have my enhancements on there. So if we're in the salon, what's the next step? Like how would you prep it before, like gels or the fill or anything else?
Okay, so after I took the gel polish off, I'm gonna change my bit again back to the fine because I'm gonna use this to prep the nail.
Okay.
Because the growth area, now you have to prep it because it's your natural nail part. So I'm gonna turn this on at about 7,000 RPM. I'm gonna go straight close to your cuticle area. And just lightly take the shines off and then smooth out the surface of the nail again. Just in case we have any, you know, gel polish left over. And that's it. I'm just slightly buff your natural nail part area, and I'm done.
Super simple.
Yep, very quick and simple. I'm gonna clean it, dust it off with a manicure brush. Next thing, I'm gonna take a nail prep, dehydrator.
I love that nail prep.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna, just the natural area.
You don't need to cover the entire nail?
No, just the natural area. Because you already have, usually, you know, acrylic on it already. Then I'm gonna take the next step we have is acid-free primer. Same thing, sparingly, just around the natural nail part area.
I love that stuff because a little bit of that goes a long way.
So, okay, so you know how dusty? And one great thing about this, because it's soft landings towel, I can just fold instead, because using towel, sometimes you have to change so many towels.
Right.
With this, I just fold it, and then use it for acrylic.
Awesome.
Yeah, quick and easy, right?
And you're saving paper.
Yep.
You're saving the environment. And
So now I'm gonna take the Divinity liquid.
okay, this is one of my favorite tips, how you put the brush in and then you pour it in
You
there.
don't spill everywhere.
Yeah, I love it.
So then I'm just, so normally at the salon, I'm just gonna use the pink, sheer pink, and fill the nail. So I'm gonna clean my brush once or twice, then I dip it back and take the liquid out a little bit and dip in the clear pink. What I'm gonna do is just fill the natural nail part of the area. So I just lightly put a little bit of acrylic and then feather the acrylic down. You're not using a lot, just slightly.
Again, a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah. Okay.
So nice.
And then usually I also take a little bit more and do it around the weakness point of the nail.
Just
which
to
is
kind of
the
reinforce
size.
all of that?
Yeah, exactly. And especially when you know, when you shape, when you take the gel polish off too, you might have taken a little bit off too, so you want to reinforce that area.
And you use such a small amount that it's like pretty much blended. You know, you don't have the weird bumps.
And then just sometimes the end, if it thin out a little bit, I'll take a little bit, turn my brush around, and then just kind of
feathering
feather it down. Yeah, feather it up, and then make sure you clean the sides and check the side view, see you have everything, you know, where it should be. I know sometimes it doesn't have to be perfectly smooth, but make sure all the stress point area, make sure you got all that covered. Okay.
Okay, so you put all the acrylic on there. It's nice and smooth. It looks so good. Now what? What are you gonna sand it down with?
Of course, next, the first thing I do is I switch on my bit right away because I'm just gonna level it out, smooth out the surface. I just turn it on about, I would say, 12,000 RPM. And I'm just gonna go, I'm using the tip of the bit and slightly just smooth out the sides.
And that's the 3-in-1, right?
This is the 3-in-1, and because it's taper, it's allowed me to go tight around the cuticle area. See? I'm gonna top the skin right there, and then I'm gonna go in. Same, I'm gonna go tight just one time around the cuticle area.
And that allows you to get the acrylic so thin and nice and natural looking.
I find that if I take the carbide bit and smooth it out the surface of the nail and then thin out all around, then when I shape it, I don't have to do a lot of hand shaping, you know?
Yeah.
So then I just, same thing, I use the body of the bit, smooth down the body of the nail, and then the size, I use the tip of the bit. And then I keep going around until everything looks nice and smooth. Then I'm just gonna refine it with of course, with the file. I'm using 100 side.
I love this
grit.
file.
And then I'm just gonna lightly shape and refine the shape of the nail.
I like those files because they're so easy to hold on to. There's nothing worse than like a skinny file and you're like trying to hold it, and it's like, I love those.
Well,
So
I love the fact that we have 180 and 100 grit. So from this, especially for gel polish, I don't have to move to a buffer.
Yeah.
Because you don't want the surface of the nail too smooth when you put on gel polish. So what I do is I just refine it with a 100 grit on the nail, and then once I do that, I can just turn around and use 180, and then just kind of lightly go and contour the nail and refine the shape again, and then that's it.
So nice.
And then once I'm happy with it, usually what I do is I'll go back and turn the bit on again and turn my client nail around and just clean undernail.
Again, like we were saying,
Yeah.
if there's those little bits of anything, people are gonna pick it.
Pick at it, and
And they're
then
gonna run the manicure,
exactly.
and then it's gonna be a mess.
Exactly. You want to clean it. That way, you're done.
Perfect.
I normally will ask my client to go wash their hands. While they're washing, I can just clean up my towels.
That's such a good time saver.
clean
that
your
I feel
station
like,
when they
people
come
just
back.
Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm a chatterbox. Like I'll turn around and be like, Ann, what are you doing? But it's like, no, take that 2 minutes to wipe down all of your stuff, and then clean as you go.
Yeah, exactly. So while they go washing their hands, I'll clean up my towel, and then when they come back, it's nice and clean again.
Yeah.
So then I just go start, the gel polish application.
And then you save time between clients if you
Exactly.
clean while they're washing your hands. So
Exactly.
then you have time for lunch. And you're not-
Exactly.
yeah. Awesome. Can we do gel polish now?
Okay.
Thanks so much, Ann. I actually know what those bits do now.
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. And thank you for having me here
Oh my
today.
gosh, of course. I always have so much fun and learn so much, and actually know that there's no difference between the silver bits and the gold bits, which is good to know. So that's it. That's all we have for you today. That's all the information Ann is providing for today, at least. And we want to know what you want to see. So like, do you want to see Ann do some crazy nail art? Do you want to see her do some crazy shape? I know we were talking that coffin nails are actually really popular now, and Ann can literally do anything you want. So questions, comments, concerns, Do you want to see a different color of this Mani Pro? Do you not like red or white or purple? Do you want cheetah print? Ann and I want cheetah print. We think it would be cool. Do you want some crazy color we didn't even think of, like bright orange? We don't know. So you have to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, which is Coupa Inc. And if you go on our Instagram, it's Coupa_TV. You can also leave your questions, comments, and concerns. And Ann, why don't you throw out your Instagram?
It's Ann Chang _.
She remembers now. Ann Chang _. You have to follow her because she posts the prettiest nails ever. And I am OMG_Jess on Instagram if you want to follow me too. So that's it. You want to say bye, Ann? It was so good to see you.
Thank you guys. Bye.